Wow, look at the world. Well, is that the Empire State Building upside down? That's crazy. Hey, what's going on? It's your boy Intel with the Intel, and we're getting ready to do a trailer review for DMZ. This was incredible news for me. I read the comic years ago, and I had no idea that they were going to be turning this into a television show. This is going to be on HBO Max, so let's go ahead and see what this trailer is talking about.
My only pursuit here is my son.
Oh, hey, Rosario Dawson, I saw. Okay.
What we had, it was so good.
Hey, I remember him. Oh, okay, we got some nice stars in here.
I lost my son in the evacuation.
Where is he?
Manhattan.
You won't be stuck in an active war zone.
Okay. Wow, look at the world. Well, is that the Empire State Building upside down? That's crazy.
There's a new world coming.
Whoa.
And it's just around the bend.
Damn it, Boba! Stay low!
There's a new world coming.
Okay.
This one's coming to an end.
They call this a demilitarized zone. This ain't no neutral territory.
Huh.
This is abandonment. They want us in.
There's a brand new morning.
That's Scale's public hit list. If you're not crossed out, you're next.
All right.
Rising clear.
I'm feeling the tension.
If the DMZ's taught me one thing, it's that there's no room for pretending here.
My only pursuit here is my son.
You are stepping into stratospheres of consequence.
There's a new day dawning.
You shouldn't come back.
Huh.
Some of you chose to stay here. Some of you had been left behind.
Still here, huh?
All of you survived.
Coming in love.
Why did you come back?
For you.
Okay. Our first thoughts, that's a little bit different than I originally thought. The original DMZ, it's been so long since I remembered the comic, but I do remember it dealt with it had a male protagonist, and he was a reporter, and he was put into the DMZ in order to get some footage of what life is like in the demilitarized zone. That's what the DMZ stands for. And there's been a civil war that's happened in America, if I remember right. And the demilitarized zone is the area that is not owned by either of the warring factions between the new version of America and the other version of the old United States of America. And it just talks about what that life is like, how different pockets of communities have lived together amongst each other. And this reporter, as he's getting into knowing the people a little bit more, of course, he discovers there's a lot more to the DMZ than what's shown. This one seems to be taking a little bit of a different approach. We have Rosario Dawson as the lead protagonist, and I don't know if she's going to still be a reporter how it was in the other one, but it looks like she's trying to get her son back. There's some really popular faces that I've seen from before. I mean, we got Benjamin Bratt that's in there. He's got some kind of accent that I'm not really familiar with, but good for him. And then a big surprise is a Hoon Lee. You've seen him in a couple of other various different projects like Warrior, the Bruce Lee story. And then there was a really good old school one that he used to be in called Banshee. Banshee is what really put him on the map. If you haven't seen Banshee, do yourself a favor. It's really good. And then, of course, check out Warrior as well. So I'm glad to see that, he's still getting work. And, of course, Rosario Dawson is continuing to move the needle because she's a member of the Disney Star Wars fan projects, and she plays Ahsoka, one of the Jedi, and she's getting her own series as well. It's always good to see her on some stuff. I'm curious as to what they're going to do with it, and how long the series is going to be. I'm glad that they're taking this project as more of a series instead of trying to do a one-off movie. Because the books are pretty long and detailed. The artwork in it is absolutely amazing. If you're a fan of graphic novels and comics, you should do yourself a favor and check it out. It was like one of those underground kind of hits. Hey, so if you've done this before, we're gonna go ahead and review the trailer one more time. Maybe slow down, take a look at a couple other small parts, and see if there's any maybe minor Easter eggs that we can pull out. All right, so let's go.
My only pursuit here is my son.
I mean, Rosario Dawson is just timeless. I mean, I remember her back when she did Kids. Yeah, there's Hoon Lee. Yeah, okay. There's Benjamin.
That was pre-war. I lost my son in the evacuation.
Yeah, I love how the world's flipped, turned upside down.
Manhattan.
Ah. Okay, so we saw her with some masks on. It looks like maybe she's a nurse, an epidemiologist or something. Let's see. Something to that effect. So more than likely, maybe she is not a reporter like I said from before. I like that coming into the light. Look at this shot. I mean, you get a chance to see it. It looks like the Empire State Building, the tip of it, and it may not be. I'm sure you people that are really good regarding like knowing buildings in New York can probably tell me exactly what that is. It looks like a painting. Art style is always really interesting when you're dealing with like projects that are based off of comics, because you're wondering if they're going to get like the color palette right, or if they're going to do stuff like frame panel by panel. This looks a lot different than the artwork that you see in the comic, but I'm still with it. It's nice, like a Solitude. Jungle Cats. Like, it makes you wonder just how long this war or this conflict had been going on, right? Because that was a lot of growth.
There's a new world coming. This one's coming to
Look at him, man. Like, he's doing quite well.
This a demilitarized zone. This ain't no neutral territory.
Okay.
This is abandonment.
Yeah, see, like, look at us. You see all the weeds and stuff that's grown up over it. Like, how much time has passed?
They walled us in.
That's a cool shot.
It's Scale's public hit list. If you're not crossed out, you're next.
Yeah, see, like, this is great. I love the color palettes on this. Like, you see all of that cool, like, emerald green and the red in the back that symbolizes power in a lot of, well, I'm not gonna say a lot, but in some Asian culture, red symbolizes power, and you see my man June sitting on his throne.
The DMZ's taught me one thing. Is that there's no room for pretending here.
My only pursuit here is my son.
You are stepping into...
See, look, this dude, like, I mean to tell you, like, he is a really, really talented actor. He can hit you at every level. So I'm curious as to see how he's going to play like the kingpin of his particular segment of the city.
Stratospheres of consequence.
You shouldn't come back.
Goodness. Yeah, like, look at this. Like, this is really good. That looks cool. I like the food dog that's behind there. Yo, and then, like, you see, like, some moments of her wearing the bulletproof vest. That was, like, one of the things that was, like, pretty key regarding, like, the main character in the comic books, that he always had this bulletproof vest because, you know, you can catch a slug at any given time in the DMZ. Yeah, hey, and Rosario has kind of like been really doing her thing regarding some of these fight scenes. Yeah, so she, she's flexed her stunt abilities, and we got a chance to see some of that in The Mandalorian. So she's gonna have some hand-to-hand combat in this. I think she's ready for it.
Some of you chose to stay here. Some of you had been left behind. All of you survived.
Why did you come back?
For you.
Oh, and I wonder who she's talking to. You think it could be your husband? Who, I mean, for all we know, how they do like the retelling of some of these stories. Maybe the original protagonist is in it, and that's like his main squeeze, because he does have a love interest within the comic. We'll see. All bets are off regarding how they do these redos. But as you can see on the moniker, it says DC DMZ. So DC has just been, having a good resurgence. Everything from the Bat to Peacemaker. So it's looking like they're trying to stretch their legs a little bit in order to compete with Marvel. I'm here for that. Healthy competition is always a good thing, because we, the viewers, end up winning out in the end. Yeah, this is definitely going to make me blow the dust off of some of my old comics and jump back into the world of DMZ, because I think it's coming out relatively soon, March 17th, which is very, very soon. Who knows? I'll probably do like a reaction for it on this channel. So make sure you check your notifications if you're already subscribed so that you can see us do that. Hey, and if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and those thumbs up. That's how the algorithm knows you digging what we're giving you. Hey, it's your boy Sintel with the Intel, and I'm ready for the DMZ. All right, I'm holla at you.